What the fuck is that?
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mason, and today I realized I'm old. That's for sure. I'm in my mid-30s, and if you guys are of my age or my generation or older or even younger, there's going to be a point in your life where something's going to come out and it's not going to relate to you whatsoever. And at that point, you're going to realize you have lost grasp, grip, whatever you want to call it, touch with the youth. And these NHL All Star jerseys have proven my point today or over the weekend, because I have no idea what the hell the NHL is doing or what Adidas is doing with these All Star jerseys. Let's bring them up really quick. Here we go. Yeah, these are the NHL All Star jerseys for this year. I'm sure you've seen them by now, or if you haven't seen them by now, good on you, because they were all over Twitter, they were all over social media this weekend, and even on Hockey Night in Canada. But look at these things. I have no idea why. Well, first of all, I have no idea why the hell Justin Bieber is designing NHL jerseys at this point. I know why I know why he's doing it for this. He's from Toronto, and he's got some relationship with the players on the team. He's a huge hockey fan, from what I understand. But I don't understand why they went with him. I just don't get why the NHL, granted, Toronto is the hockey mecca of the world. We all pretty much know this. Canada is like the mecca of all places, but we know that Toronto is the hub of where hockey is like American football. It just lives there pretty much all day, every day, and that's all people talk about, from my understanding. So yeah, they wanted to have someone local design the jerseys, a celebrity for some reason. I don't know why. Justin Bieber did design some jerseys in the past for the Maple Leafs, and some like fashion jerseys, and I guess those might have done well. I don't know, but I don't understand why they went with him on this one. Now, if Drake wasn't signed with Nike, I can see OVO doing something way better than this, and I'm sure there's probably concepts out there right now, but Drake is signed with Adidas or with Nike, so he couldn't do that, or his brand or his company couldn't do that. But these things, these things came out, they're just, I don't know, they're really bad for me. Granted, vintage 90s pop culture fashion is coming back, and it seems like this is kind of like the vibe they're going for. I know Justin Bieber's brand is kind of going for that vibe right now. As you can see, let's see here, here's some of the pictures that they went with, right? So the baggy jeans, the cutoffs at the bottom, this is the look that kids are going with, I guess, these days. I don't know, it's not really happening a whole lot in my town. Granted, I don't live in a huge population city where I see kids all the time, but like, I just don't get this vibe at all. Not for the NHL. I don't get it for the NHL. I know the NHL is trying to appeal to younger crowds and grow the game, because that's going to be the generation coming up that's going to be supporting and buying tickets in the future. But this stuff right here, this is a bad look for me. Again, Toronto is the mecca of hockey, and this is where everyone's going to be watching, or the NHL is hoping people are going to be watching. I don't know if they're going to be watching after this, but they could have done a way better job at jerseys on this. Again, they didn't have to go with a celebrity. I don't know why they went with a celebrity. I feel like Adidas is just kind of just throwing in the flag, or throwing the towel now, and just be like, whatever, let's just try to make some money as much as we can. They look like practice jerseys. I don't think any real NHL fans are going to be buying these things. There might be some collectors out there who buy these things, but if you're a collector, do not buy these things right now, because I guarantee these things are going to go on sale, and just give it some time. They're going to go on sale. You're going to see these things everywhere. Not a huge fan of this whole design at all. It looks like we got some Comic Sans script writing here. I don't get that at all. I don't understand why the name bar is at the bottom of the jersey. I've seen other sports pull this off. There's also times where I think the NHL did it maybe once. I know that the other women's hockey league did it once. You see it in soccer. You see it in European leagues. I don't know. I don't get why this. It just doesn't look great. I don't understand. I don't know. I wish we can get an understanding. Maybe there's an interview coming out at some point why he designed these jerseys, or why his company designed these jerseys this way. But I just don't get it. The NHL, I think, really dropped the ball on improving these things. The first thing that came to mind when I saw these jerseys was good old fashioned Carlos Jr. It's Hardee's in some places if you guys are in different parts of the country, but yeah, it's Carl's Jr. to me. But this is the first thing that came to mind when I saw these jerseys, and then I looking at them, again, I'm like looking at the colors, I'm looking at the vibe they're trying to go and pull from. Obviously the early 90s or mid 90s is kind of like where the inspiration I think is coming from this, because that is like the fashion trend right now. You can see 90s fashion is a big thing. I work with in my work, I work with people in the fashion industry, mostly skating brands and snowboard brands. And there's a lot of like 90s inspiration coming out of that right now. And I'm sure you guys have seen it by now, but I definitely feel like this is where the inspiration came from, being vintage pop culture, pop art in the 90s. And like the one thing that really stuck out to me that came to mind when I saw this, I'm like, okay, obviously I know the vibe they're going for in this, but this reminds me a lot of like the All That era. You know, if you've ever seen that show, classic show in the 90s, this is exactly where the vibe came from for me. And it just, for me, it just never, like, it just doesn't mesh with the NHL for reasons that we know. I mean, I don't think the NHL is at all what they're trying to market to this right now. I know that they want to get a younger crowd watching the game, or buying stuff, buying tickets, buying all that stuff for this. I just don't think this is the way to go about it. The NHL has great history. My favorite history is coming from the 90s. This is when I grew up. This is when I played. I think they could have went back. They could have done some 90s designs. I know they did the NHL All Star Jerseys last year that were the classic like 97 San Jose Arena All Star Jerseys, which were the best ones. If you haven't seen those ones, I don't have one now, but I do have those in my collection. Those in my mind were like top 2 jerseys, and they remade them last year for Miami, and those look great too, but they weren't really original. They just switched the colors out. Adidas dropped the ball on this one again. Going to Toronto, the hockey mecca, they could have had a way better design than this, but hey, it is what it is, man. So let me know in the comments, do you guys like these jerseys? Do you like the vibe? What do you think is going on here? I really don't understand the NHL's marketing plan at all anymore. Like, I'm just kind of over like the NHL hyping anything up for me these days. We know we got the Jonas Brothers coming up in the Stadium Series. Why we're having the Jonas Brothers perform, I don't know why they're hyping that up. I mean, I know why, because they want kids to go, and you know, whatever kids want, parents buy, and that's how they make money. But I just don't get, I'm like, just pick a different crowd. I mean, like, whoever's running the marketing, they're like 10 years or 15 years behind right now. I don't understand this like at all. I'm in marketing, so if NHL needs a new marketing person, like, hit me up. I know what's going on. Listen to the people, listen to the crowd. I don't know. It's whatever. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of these jerseys. Are you gonna buy them? Are you gonna wait? Are you gonna watch the NHL All Star game at all because of this? I know I probably won't. Most likely will not. I'll probably watch the highlights, but it's gonna be hard for me to take this game serious with these jerseys on ice. And so yeah, let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.